Yo, what's going on? Welcome back to another Hardcore Iron Man progress video. And leaving off from the last episode, we're just doing our last few Slayer tasks before we unlock the ability to craft Slayer rings. The last task that we got was the Dust Devils task, so that's what we're doing now. And I always like to check my XP rates to compare myself to how I was doing before, but here we're averaging like 90k magic XP per hour, which is pretty typical. But this was the first time bursting Dust Devils on task, and look at that Slayer XP, over 37k XP per hour. I'm pretty sure that's the fastest Slayer XP ever gotten on this account. And apparently we're also averaging like 5k range XP per hour too, just from throwing the darts at them to gather them. And then here's the loot from this trip, which took about 15 minutes in total, and we got about 200k in loot because they drop a lot of chaos runes, but I'm not exactly sure how many we got, because, you know, they just pile onto the stack of runes that we're already using to burst with. Nature Talisman. Alright, so that is the Dust Devils task complete. They are so fast bursting. Yeah, so over the course of the task, this is what we got. We averaged 80k magic XP per hour and 32k Slayer XP per hour. So Dust Devils, probably the best task to get on this account, plus we make profit on top of the fast XP, even after subtracting the cost of the runes. I know I just made a video like last week based around bursting Dust Devils, but I figured now that we're on task, it'd be a nice chance to come back and take a look at the differences now. By the way, there's this freaking Magpie Impling here, and you'll never guess what we got from it. A Dragon Dagger. It's like the game knows that we've been doing Dust Devils. We already have like 10 Dragon Daggers in the bank from them, but I mean, it's still decent alchable, so no complaints. Alright, getting our next task, and I forgot how much I hate Slayer. If I had another block spot, I definitely would have blocked Iron Dragons a long time ago, but unfortunately we don't have enough quest points yet, so we gotta keep on skipping them for now. But instead we got Hellhounds, so that's a pretty chill task and nice into AFK to range them, especially now that we've got the Rune Crossbow, Broad Bolts, and the Imbued Slayer Helm. Easy gains. I missed the recording by like an hour, but we hit 30 mil total XP, so that's a pretty nice milestone. Here we go, 71 range is coming in, so the range levels are actually starting to kind of get up there now. Recorder on. There we go, just in time. Karesks have to be one of my favorite tasks to get as well, not so much for the XP, but because of all the resources that they drop. We're just finishing up a trip of Karesks here, so check out what we got. They drop a lot of straight up cash and a lot of alchables too, but besides the money, I think I like them much more because of the resources. They drop so many herbs and seeds and a lot of Herblore secondaries and other stuff too. Unfortunately, we don't have the herb sack yet, but that is for sure going to be something to start working towards after we unlock Slayer ring crafting. First time ever casting Bones to Peaches on this account. Here we go. Bones to Peaches, boom. Food. 8 hit points each. Amazing. Another Magpie Impling. Take a wild guess what we got. So there are no Implings in the game that drop Nature Talismans, not even Nature Implings. Trust me, I checked. This is the closest possible thing you can get to a Nature Talisman. 2 Longbones in one inventory, and not only that, they were like 10 kills apart. What are the odds of that? Let me tell you, it has to be at least 50-50. I think I accidentally lured this throw troll to the edge of his wander radius, like, I feel like I'm safe spotting Vedion or something. This dude is not attacking me back at all. Oh, there's a troll, never mind. Alright, so we've got 424 Slayer points after this troll task now, which is plenty to unlock Slayer rings. We only needed 300 points, but I really wanted to have that buffer of extra points in case we had to skip a couple tasks or something. But like I mentioned in the last progress video, Slayer rings are so easy to make. All that's required is a gold bar and enchanted gem, and you smelt it into a Slayer ring, which automatically comes with 8 teleports. So you don't have to like enchant it and use up cosmic runes or anything. We've still got like over 2,000 gold bars in the bank from months ago, and then enchanted gems only cost 1 GP each from Slayer Masters, so we can easily create a massive supply of Slayer rings now, and then not have to worry about them for a few months. Also, one of the newer-ish quality of life updates was that when you're making jewelry, before you had to use the gold bar in the furnace, because if you just clicked on it, it would just ask you what ores you want to smelt. But now when you click on the furnace, it'll like detect what you have in your inventory and then bring up the appropriate interface. Which was pretty annoying because before, when you tried to right click on the furnace, there'd always be a stack of like 50 people there, along with that plant right behind the furnace that I would always like misclick on. I'm not sure if you know what I'm talking about, but yeah, it's much better now. So we've got over 100 Slayer rings in the bank, which is going to last a very long time. But this means it's time to get back to Slayer now. But before we get back to it, I realized that we've never made super strength potions on this account. We got 55 Herblore, I don't think too long ago, but we've got heaps of supplies. Like, look at that, 175 Quarm and over 400 Limpwort roots. A lot of those supplies are from farming, although a lot of those Limpwort roots are also from Karesks. Like I said before, Karesks are amazing for a hardcore Iron Man. by the way, because of all the Herblore supplies and especially the secondaries that they drop. So here is 57 Herblore, and we're going to finish up this last inventory of super strengths and then get back to Slayer. We didn't use up all the supplies that we had, but we'll save up a bunch of herbs and supplies and then train Herblore in bulk whenever we actually need to train it up for something. But yeah, we made over 100 super strengths, and just like with the Slayer rings, that is going to last a long time. Yo, check this out. This is like the max melee armor that we currently have unlocked, and look at the max hit with the Dragon Scimitar. It's a 34. That just sounds like such a high hit. And I know, feel free to roast me on the glory, we're gonna get it eventually. Speaking of a glory, we got a Dragonstone from the rare drop table, and I think that's a sign of something. I mean, we've got plenty of crystal keys in the bank, but I think the game is honestly trying to tell me something. But I think the next thing that we're going to be starting to work towards will be the herb sack, which costs 750 Slayer points. So we're quite a ways away, but I like training Slayer, and we're definitely going to make a lot of progress on the account on the way there. I'm so lazy with the Slayer rings. They're basically like a budget teleport for me now. I don't even care about wasting charges because they're so easy to get. Amazing! We can cast some spells we could do some firebolts with that. Not upset at all. Also, we need to get back on the clue scroll grind now that we're back doing Slayer, so you might see a fair bit of clue scroll caskets coming up in the near future. And hopefully we can eventually snag ourselves a pair of ranger boots at some point, probably not anytime soon, but hopefully eventually. Defense level. Oh, I got the recorder up just in time for that, dude. Like, oh, I think I caught like the half second of that. But this is where we're going to be wrapping up today's episode, finishing off with a farm run and getting 57 farming. Also, we're getting extremely close to hitting that 1k overall rank. Before this farming level, we were rank 1008, and then after relogging, we're rank 1001, so I'm pretty hype about that. But otherwise, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed today's video. Have a great day, and I will see you again tomorrow.